The shaping and transformation of the potential Ukraine of Asia is being molded to counter China and the rise of Southeast Asia. Here is just the intro clip from Brian of The New Atlas. Please go to the link below to watch the full video from Brian to get the facts. This is a good piece for food of thought and to shine a light into Western brainwashing and their manipulation. To prevent potential deaths that could have been prevented like it could have been prevented in Ukraine.
As the US proxy war in Ukraine continues against Russia in Eastern Europe, as the US proxy war against Iran and its allies in the Middle East continue via Israel, the US continues escalating tensions in Asia Pacific against China. And they're using a variety of proxies, including the Philippines. Now, I want to talk about some of the latest developments regarding the Philippines, and I want to read from a recent article that I wrote for New Eastern Outlook, a Moscow-based geopolitical journal. The link to this article will be in the video description below. I'm going to read over this article, but I'm also going to add in some additional information that is not included in the article. So it begins by saying, with the rise of China, so too rises Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia has slowly transformed in terms of economics, infrastructure, tourism, industry, and politically over the last 2 decades as Chinese influence increases and inevitably displaces US influence over the region. At its height, US influence resulted in a major war spanning 2 decades engulfing Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos, and not to mention Thailand, where the US had based troops, also the Philippines, also all across Japan. All of these countries served as a base for US military operations in the region. The US maintained military bases across the region, including in Thailand and the Philippines. However, the US finally lost its war against Vietnam, and it withdrew much of its military. There is no permanent large-scale US military base in Thailand, for example. And in the following decades, the region slowly shifted from depending heavily on trade with the US and its allies, including Japan, and this all shifted over to China. Today, China stands as the largest trading partner, investor, source of tourism, and infrastructure partner for most of Southeast Asia. This includes the Philippines, also Thailand, where I am based. And to prove this, we can look at Harvard University's Atlas of Economic Complexity. This is a very useful tool. You just select the country of interest, and exports and imports are displayed here. You can do it by product, and you could also do it by partner. As you can see for the Philippines, combining China and Hong Kong, which is part of China, when you combine them together, it is by far the largest export market for the Philippines. The US and Japan combined don't even come close. And in terms of imports, again, China by far is the most important trade partner for the Philippines. So you would think that the Philippines would be very careful about how it cultivates its relationship with its most important, largest trade partner, and also a regional neighbor, China, especially considering all of the benefits the rest of the region is deriving from China's rise.